Originate.
Originate.
And I have arrived at the inescapable conclusion that the object and its occupant did not originate on Earth.
From now on, two victors may be crowned if both originate from the same district.
How about where the signals originate?
Love does not originate as an illness, but is transformed into it when it becomes obsessive thought.
These are qualities that can originate only in you.
创始发源
Ornament.
Ornament.
An old ornament.
Is it possible to repair the ornament, madam?
It appears that Mrs. Danvers has accused Robert of stealing a valuable ornament from the morning room.
The ornament is a statuette. Black figure of a bird.
Welcome to Radiator Springs, gateway to Ornament Valley, legendary for its quality service and friendly hospitality.
装饰
Ornamental.
Ornamental.
A glass-tipped spear, like the ornamental ones in the homestead.
My presence will be ornamental.
That all superstitions, ornamental relics.
There's no room on this rag for the purely ornamental.
Variations in the design and to be ornamental rather than essential.
装饰物装饰性的
Orphan.
Orphan.
All this about you being an orphan and everything.
Are you implying that Sam is an orphan?
Being an orphan is?
Oh boy, orphan in an oak heart.
This man will not make an orphan of my daughter.
孤儿无双亲的使成锅
Orthodox.
Orthodox.
Are they Greek Orthodox?
Orispash is the son of a Russian Orthodox bishop.
He's Orthodox, you know.
I'm a Quaker. You're a Jew. Neither of us is particularly Orthodox, but I like to think that each of us in our own way.
It's called the Orthodox Jew ponytail.
正统的
Oscillate.
Oscillate.
And I oscillate between all those thoughts about once every 15 seconds of my waking life.
Being dumped into a pool, the rat will oscillate between attempts to escape and resigning to its fate.
She can even oscillate her quantum nature.
That's genuine oscillate verb.
You oscillate its tits a lot.
震动使震动
Other.
Other.
Day after day, they sat together in the shade, getting to know each other.
For them to find it in their tiny hearts, that 1 ounce of decency that their mother instilled in them, and destroy any and all pages of this despicable story.
See, now my other girls, see, they can't handle that.
The girls are breaking out dessert before the other house eats it.
Well, there's one other thing that's new that you might like, but, what about this?
其他的
Otherwise.
Otherwise.
I probably won't get in otherwise.
否则
Ought.
And she will surely think Frank ought to ask her.
I don't think they would have ever brought us back from the Outer Rim sieges.
She and I really ought to get together one of these days.
We ought to wash your mouth out with soap, lady.
You just said you thought he was hot.
应该责任
Ounce.
Ounce.
An ounce of bargaining, a pinch of trickery, a soupçon of intimidation. Et voila, the perfect recipe for a towering reputation without ever having to spill 1 drop of blood.
Sold Jesus a quarter ounce at the Fast Mart.
If she gains an ounce, she padlocks the fridge and won't eat anything but broth.
That 3-ounce computer chip is more deadly than 1,000 of those tanks.
盎司
R.
Hour.
And make sure our room isn't next to theirs. Isaacson's research led him to conclude that one of our most...
Last year, Willow, Giles, and me combined our essence with Buffy, which isn't as weird as it sounds.
So, when do we get to the humping our brains out?
We gotta give them 0 reason to take issue with us. Be on our best behavior. Solve problems before they happen.
我们的
Ours.
Ours.
He's not going to care about these circumstances of ours.
I'm sure it's just good friends of ours.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, as I travel through this great big country of ours, this U.S.
Once we have the light, Zartha will be ours.
我们的
Ourselves.
Ourselves.
I propose we adapt, evolve, grow some balls, and walk ourselves out of this quagmire.
So just to be clear, if we're ourselves, that means one of us killed Stuart?
We can enjoy ourselves even when we're trying to find a murderer.
We go find him ourselves.
When our kind came to this plane, we swore not to involve ourselves in such matters.
我们自己
Out.
Out.
But I'm out of the biz. The name I made, I'll trade for his. The only trouble.
I read, Mom, out by that pool. If you get this message, Giles, get help and get out here.
No, I got stuck at work, but they finally got that kid out of the crane machine.
Thanks for having me out again, Jimmy.
外面的在外出自
Outbreak.
Outbreak.
I can't help but wonder, was there an outbreak here?
She's one of the unfortunate ones with that polio outbreak, but she's getting stronger every day.
The day after the St. Mary's outbreak, Percy gives his Beretta a blowjob.
Well, yeah, we were running a field hospital outside of Darfur when the outbreak happened here, and there comes this phone call from an anonymous donor out of the blue.
Within hours of the outbreak, he'd been sent blood samples to try and isolate the pathogenic cause.
爆发
Outcome.
Outcome.
AJ, I think honestly the most likely outcome of all of this is that even if the show does go forwards, it's very unlikely that you will be involved.
No.
But killing Trask did not have the outcome she expected.
I think essentially that's the most likely outcome.
One outcome. You die on that train.
We were satisfied with the outcome of the litigation.
结果
Outdo.
Outdo.
But I'm afraid you're going to have to outdo even her.
I'm trying to outdo Bose in gallantry.
Oliver, my father used to say that a man could never outdo a woman when it came to love or revenge.
She completely tried to outdo me with this one-handed cartwheel, which is so stupid because I told her for a long time, for like 2 weeks, that I could do this. And
超越
Outdoor.
Outdoor.
Outdoor album.
That's right. But you know what it means to run into the tropical rainy season when you're trying to make an outdoor picture?
I was going to add more locks to the door, try to keep you in, but then I thought, well, what if they wanted to be outdoor pets?
Okay, and tonight they're helping us take over the entire city of Newark, lighting up the VMA outdoor stage.
Probably out of a job in 2 weeks when they close the outdoor deck.
户外的
Outdoors.
Outdoors.
place where people could actually go and take off their clothes together outdoors.
Going outdoors, working out, and reading books.
He was a man who loved the outdoors and bowling.
People can get outdoors, get to know each other.
Shot outdoors in a ballpark, and what do I get?
户外，在户外。
Outer.
Outer.
And technically unexplainable journey into the outer stratosphere.
I do not think we should so lightly abandon the outer defenses.
They're gonna see us from outer space, outer space.
You can use our outer office.
外部的
Outfit.
Outfit.
But I'm saying maybe you could wear a nice, business-like outfit.
Congratulations, finding the only outfit on the planet to make you look any skinnier.
I gotta figure out what outfit I'm gonna wear.
So, you're both going to nursery school and you'll both have on the exact same outfit, but you can't ever be in the same room at the same time.
用具、配备、得到装备。
Outing.
Outing.
And children who are going on an outing with their father must get some sleep.
I want your little buddy's parents to sign him after each outing, okay?
It's just gonna be a friendly outing.
Trick you into taking the children on an outing?
Yes.
Yeah, and then the golf outing is something that can remain in his name, but I'd really like this foundation to be in both of their names.
郊游，远足适用的。
Outlaw.
Outlaw.
Congress is pushing through some new bill that's going to outlaw masks.
Do we really think that he's
Rather
gonna
protect an outlaw vigilante than the lives of citizens?
He's a little outlaw. I wonder if I might not end my days as an outlaw leader of a band of fugitive slaves.
One last bullet to kill one last outlaw.
被剥夺法律保护的人使失去法律保护。
Outlet.
Outlet.
And a half an hour later, you'll watch the uncut version on every news outlet in the area.
Every news outlet in the world is looking for coverage on this.
Just because I needed some kind of creative or
emotional outlet other than my child, that didn't make me unfit to be a mother.
We found the computer outlet, sir.
出口
Outline.
Outline.
After I've seen the outline of my brother's body on the floor, you expect me to forget?
And I see the outline of this guy's toes on the windshield.
It's expected the bill will outline just what animals will be allowed to be used in the labs, along with penalties for the offenders.
Oh, no, sorry, it's just I could see the outline, so I wasn't sure.
Our universe will have a hole in it with your outline.
大纲描画轮廓
Outlook.
Outlook.
Actually, I'm trying to keep a positive outlook on the whole thing.
Colonel, can you possibly imagine what is going to happen to you, your frame, outlook, way of life, and everything, when they learn that you have obstructed a telephone call to the President of the United States?
Despite your good attitude and your positive outlook.
Not a bad outlook, Miss Potter.
You know, sir, I appreciate that you are different from your father, both in outlook and temperament.
观点
Outpost.
Outpost.
The Long Bridge was the last army outpost on the Nung River.
For most of us, Indochina will be the last outpost.
I fully realize that prolonged duty in a small outpost.
My cousin Ben runs the Supply and Resources Outpost for the Hullabaloo.
There is a Starfleet outpost not far from here.
前哨
Output.
Output.
An exponential increase in energy output.
Don't worry, she's just a fan for my literary output.
It's designed to disrupt your input-output carrier signal so we can pinpoint your location.
Sensors measure your energy output.
Solar output is normal.
输出
Outrage.
Outrage.
A fresh outrage in the 5 points.
As you call the LA Times and CNN and insist on Bonnie Carlton. She does really good controlled outrage. Tell them no Bonnie, no story. Watch it on MSNBC.
Okay.
When they get here...
Judge, I share my client's outrage. The kid, the outrage.
What is the meaning of this outrage?
暴行凌辱
Outsell.
Outsell.
If they could ever bottle him, he'd outsell ginger ale.
Ruff is about to reveal a new product, which our projections show will outsell any drug on the market today.
The reason the Japanese outsell us is because they make more fuel-efficient vehicles, while Detroit insists on pushing gas-guzzling SUVs.
This number should outsell everything Stentorian Records ever published.
You can't outsell me, so you got me fired?
卖的比多
Outset.
Outset.
I believe at the outset, Your Highness. I got qualities that don't come shining through right at the outset.
Let me say at the outset that I'm grateful to our witness for coming before us today.
Let's establish one thing at the outset.
着手
Outside.
Outside.
All I wanted was just a few hours outside of work to see Joshua so that he could go ahead and start falling in love with me. And under no circumstances is any of this info to go outside that room.
It's outside the Oval Office.
Like an actual key to your apartment, so I have to wait outside when I'm dressed in these little slutty outfits.
Same as when you said it outside.
外面的
Outsider.
Outsider.
An outsider sits on our throne.
An outsider.
Clark is an outsider.
We must find an outsider.
You know, I really shouldn't be saying this to an outsider, but sometimes he's terribly irresponsible.
外人
Outstanding.
Outstanding.
And from Bonnie Raitt to Adele, these are the outstanding nominations for Best Pop Vocal Album.
Anyway, he had a bunch of outstanding tickets and a bench warrant, so I paid his fine.
Oh, you two girls were outstanding.
Outstanding, sir?
That's the most outstanding answer I've ever heard.
傑出的
Outward.
Outward.
By outward appearance, you're 10 years older than you were a year ago.
Man looks on the outward appearance, God looks on the heart.
Therefore, since brevity is the soul of wit, and tediousness the limbs and outward flourishes, I will be brief.
Thus has he and many more of the same bevy that I know the drossy age dotes on.
Only got the tune of the time and outward habit of encounter.
向外的，向外。
Outweigh.
Outweigh.
Besides, my paternal feelings seem to outweigh my sexual thoughts.
I can outweigh you, Mr. Farrell.
It would outweigh my lack of qualifications.
Hostage does not outweigh the threat to millions.
Were I to invoke logic, logic clearly dictates that the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few.
比重。
Oval.
Oval.
A school among whose graduates 2 have sat behind the desk in the Oval Office in the White House.
But I was just in the Oval Office being briefed about killer current probes and then...
Mr. Ford says he will not become a prisoner of the Oval Office, a hostage of would-be assassins.
President Kennedy met with the collegiate All-American football team at the Oval Office today.
椭圆形，卵形的。
Oven.
Oven.
Easy Bake Oven is downstairs, bitch.
I am checking Tom's ETA so I know when to preheat the oven. Just like when I hand you the deodorant, you have to believe it's not oven cleaner.
No, we can just stick our heads in the oven if we run out of things to talk about.
The only difference between Martha and I is she probably doesn't have to worry about waking up her roommate who lives 4 feet from the oven.
烤箱。
Over.
Over.
And moment's over.
So, Joey and Chandler, I think it's time that you take Dr. Green over to your place. This says that we made over 1/3 more than we usually do.
We've been looking all over for you. You totally took over the bachelorette party.
结束，在之上，上面的。
Overall.
Overall.
But if one observes the overall slant in the pressure of the writing, there's a suggestion of acute narcissism, a complete lack of empathy.
For starters, I've been seeing a great improvement in your overall focus and order following.
I guess I meant, what's your overall strategy?
We did not feature or push on any sites, and clicks overall were below basic weather and...
What overall?
全部的，从头到尾，照山。
Overcome.
Overcome.
Cut him some slack until he can overcome these historical injustices.
Boo can overcome his fear of a real werewolf. He's sure to be brave enough to go on that special camping trip with me.
Once we've overcome that little challenge, then we can talk.
Overcome initial social awkwardness.
You want me to start singing We Shall Overcome?
战胜，得胜。
Overdraft.
Overdraft.
I'm supposed to be getting him to invest in our fund, but instead, I start grilling him about overdraft penalties.
It looks like your account has exceeded its overdraft balance.
Also, if you open a checking account, we'll give you 5% off the box along with free overdraft protection.
This will cover the overdraft.
透支。
Overdue.
Overdue.
It is overdue, isn't it?
So, would you please take this long overdue ring?
The book's quite overdue.
We're overdue in the sword ring as we speak.
You're overdue now.
过期的。
Overestimate.
Overestimate.
I have a feeling you somewhat overestimate your importance.
I think you overestimate our dear Viennese, my friend.
My dear Ricky, you overestimate the influence of the Gestapo.
Or perhaps you simply overestimate your own value, High Priestess.
You overestimate yourself.
评价过高，估计过高。
Overexploit.
Overexploit.
过度开采。
Overfill.
Overfill.
As long as you don't overfill the pot, nothing to worry about.
Jessica, don't overfill the bathtub.
Mrs. Johnson has a tendency to overfill her plate.
We can't overfill. If we do, the buttercream squirts out the sides.
装的太多，满意。
Overflow.
Overflow.
I think we're looking at a second overflow event.
The overflow drain?
Huh? Listen, I was just following up to see if you had any overflow.
They got bunk beds lined up in the gymnasium to handle the overflow.
You're gonna overflow the pool, man.
一直泛滥。
Overgraze.
Overgraze.
You overgraze it and everybody go belly up.
过度放牧。
Overhead.
Overhead.
Harold hovered overhead.
Prometheus alone chained to the rock with a bird circling overhead.
That is an overhead projector.
The Billows feeding machine will eliminate the lunch hour, increase your production, and decrease your overhead.
This is a recording of a conversation between Dulles Tower and a captive aircraft overhead.
经常开支，在头上的，在头顶上。
Overlap.
Overlap.
All right, so I overlap by a few measly minutes.
Not too much overlap on the guest list.
So I'm afraid that we're entering overlap now.
Oh!
These walls overlap.
Well, if you'll pardon my saying so, I guess it is interesting the many ways you and I overlap and whatnot.
重叠，叠盖。